Kindness, a spiritual weapon against darkness. The forces of darkness thrive not in strength, but in reaction. To rule over them is not to resist with wrath, but to rise with radiant light. Kindness, to many, is a soft word, an act of courtesy, a smile in passing. But within the hidden realm of spiritual law, kindness is more than mere politeness. It is power, it is light. It is one of the highest frequencies through which the divine will expresses itself. In the same way the sun gives without depletion, kindness extends itself without demanding repayment. In doing so, it aligns us with the fundamental law of spiritual dominion, the law of vibration. And that which vibrates at the frequency of divine light becomes unassailable by the shadows. Charles Haanel taught that all power comes from within and is absolutely under our control. When we express kindness, we are not merely reacting to others, we are initiating a frequency that originates in the divine blueprint. The law of vibration declares that like attracts like. When you act in kindness, even toward hostility, you set in motion a higher vibration that cannot be matched by the lower vibrations of envy, hatred, or deceit. These negative vibrations may attempt to intrude, but they are repelled by the purity of higher order. Just as light eliminates darkness effortlessly, so does kindness dissolve evil, not by conflict, but by contrast. To be kind in the face of rudeness is to refuse to lower your frequency. You are not being weak, you are demonstrating mastery. A soft answer turneth away wrath. Proverbs 15:1. Be not overcome of evil, but overcome evil with good. Romans 12:21. The enemy works through spiritual mechanics, by sowing seeds of bitterness, by whispering offenses, and by inviting reaction. But what happens when you respond to insult with blessing? When you meet criticism with gentleness? You disarm the strategy entirely. Kindness is not mere reaction. It is initiation. When the enemy provokes you to descend into the flesh, into anger, revenge, bitterness, he wins. But when you meet evil with deliberate gentleness, he has nothing to feed on. He is starved of energy. You become what Hannel described as a conscious center of divine operation. Love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you. Matthew 5:44. Your kindness is not about them, it is your alignment with divine law. It is your personal vibration protection. It is your mental fortress. Every negative force seeks a doorway. Bitterness, offense, pride, retaliation. These are the keys it uses to gain entry. But kindness closes these doors one by one. Where bitterness seeks attention, kindness gives peace. Where pride wishes to prove, kindness rests in quiet strength. Kindness is not passivity. It is precision. Charles Haanel once wrote, "The vibrations of mental forces are the finest and consequently the most powerful in existence." Kindness is a mental force. It is directed thought, clothed in compassion, rooted in wisdom. Imagine a soldier with armor made of light. Every arrow flung bounces off, not because the soldier fights back, but because he vibrates at a frequency the arrows cannot touch. That is you when you choose kindness, not sentimentally, but spiritually. Daily application. Cultivating the weapon of kindness. Here is how you activate kindness as a weapon. 1. Guard your inner atmosphere. The mind is the battlefield. Set the tone each morning. The mind is the battlefield. Set the tone each morning. I will not absorb the vibration of others. I radiate divine love. 2. Decide before you're tested. Predetermine your reaction before offense arrives. Predetermine your reaction before offense arrives. When I am insulted, I will bless. When I am overlooked, I will uplift. 3. Transform conflict into prayer. Someone attacks you, pray silently for their healing. Someone attacks you, pray silently for their healing. Father, forgive them. Heal what's wounded in them. 4. Speak words that heal. Kindness is not only silence, it is speech that builds rather than breaks. Even correction can be kind when it is inspired by love. Kindness is not only silence, it is speech that builds rather than breaks. Even correction can be kind when it is inspired by love. 5. Give what the enemy cannot imitate. Satan can imitate power, seduction, miracles, but not pure, loving kindness. It exposes his limitation every time. Satan can imitate power, seduction, miracles, but not pure, loving kindness. It exposes his limitation every time. Closing meditation. Kindness is light. Let us enter into a still moment. Sit on a chair in an upright position or sit on the floor in a comfortable position for 15 minutes. Close your eyes. Breathe in. Feel the light of God surround you. Feel every offense melt. Feel the frequency of kindness rise in you. Close your eyes. Breathe in. Feel the light of God surround you. Feel every offense melt. Feel the frequency of kindness rise in you. Say this aloud or in your heart. I am light in the darkness. I am kindness in the storm. I do not retaliate. I radiate. My words are gentle. My spirit is powerful. Evil cannot find a home in me. I walk clothed in divine love. I am light in the darkness. I am kindness in the storm. I do not retaliate. I radiate. My words are gentle. My spirit is powerful. Evil cannot find a home in me. I walk clothed in divine love. Victory through vibration. Kindness is not the absence of conflict. It is the supremacy of spirit. It does not bow to the world. It governs it. In this law of kindness, you become untouchable, not because the enemy ceases to attack, but because he cannot find anything in you that will respond. Be the vibration the enemy cannot penetrate. Be the calm that breaks cycles. Be the kindness that conquers darkness. Do not be deceived. Kindness is the greatest force because it flows from the throne of God Himself. Affirmations. I do not fight fire with fire. I flood it with peace. My kindness is not a weakness. It is a weapon. I am grounded in spiritual power that cannot be shaken. Darkness has no hold on me. I radiate divine light. I do not fight fire with fire. I flood it with peace. My kindness is not a weakness. It is a weapon. I am grounded in spiritual power that cannot be shaken. Darkness has no hold on me. I radiate divine light.